Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Did you know that over 15% of all adults complain about severe headaches or migraines? And get this, there are more reported than women report twice as much of experiencing these headaches than men. And they actually decrease our enjoyment in daily life and can keep us from being as productive as we want to be. So we want to welcome Dr. Paul Reed with some tips on how to get rid of these headaches. What's up with that?
I know, it's no good.
Okay, so where do these headaches even come from?
Well, so it's multiple things. Either an inflammatory process from either toxic foods or stress, or it's a structural thing. So and they really, in my opinion, work together. So you can't have just a structural thing or just inflammation. So it's usually a combination of those things affecting the way the body's functioning. So
I know from personal experience, I have some of the worst sinus headaches.
Yeah.
So that's inflammation, right?
Yep. So that you're right. So we talked about foods that are bad for you, right? We want good foods and bad foods, right? So again, we brought some products. You know, you got the dairy product there that's bad, so that's going to create inflammation in those sinuses, going to congest you up, put pressure back, and create that headache. So we want to make sure we're fighting inflammation with healthy foods.
Okay, so eating the right thing is important.
Yep.
And what are some of those things that are the right things to eat?
So any healthy fish oils, so good, salmon, sardines, like things that, almonds.
Sardines?
Coconut oil.
Just sit up and eat sardines?
Right. Well, you cook them, prepare them, right? So good things that provide good omegas.
Okay.
Because that's a anti-inflammatory, so it can help with blood, can help with joints. As we were talking about arthritis a little bit ago, so that's going to fight the inflammatory process. So fruits and vegetables, always really good.
And that's because of the antioxidant?
It's going to help the body. Yep, exactly. Going to help you process and digest and do all those things.
How do sugars play a role? Do they?
So sugar is super inflammatory. Yeah. So it's
really.
It's like so far on the other side of the spectrum, it's really bad. Yeah, that's why we brought the soda to demonstrate that. So it's bad. So avoid that. That is the bad zone. So stay out of the bad zone. That's stuff you do not want to put into your body, if at all possible.
So natural sugars are okay. Yep. Like in fruits.
100%. Yeah, a little bit of stevia now and then. I brought the Zevia as an example of that.
Yeah,
so
I was going to ask you about that. So the plant-based or some of that is okay.
Yep, non-processed. Yep. Yeah.
Dang!
I know,
you're
sorry,
killing me, right?
Bad news, but we want you to be healthy. So the headaches, and then structurally, if that spine's not moving right, position right, going to tighten the muscles up, irritate the nerves, cause the headaches.
So let's talk about that, the spinal practice, because I never thought about that. And how do you know if that's what's causing your headache or not?
So you'd have to see a chiropractor, and they would check the curve and alignment of that spine. And if it's positioned right, and still having headaches, then we need to dig a little deeper. But if it's not, which we see a lot, and that's going to contribute to those.
So can you just see can you eyeball it? Because I'm wondering.
We can check posture a lot.
I don't have a headache right now.
But we want to have good side postures. Your shoulder and ear should be in line if you're sitting. And we see today, because of technology, that a lot of people are shoulder forward,
right,
head
or even
forward.
Yep.
So that's going to tighten these anterior muscles and pull you into that anterior position.
So, but how does that work? Because, is that when you have the headache that's down here?
Yep, so it's stretching all
behind your, yeah. So see, all these different types of headaches, all these different types of ways to combat them.
Yep. And you got to be doing them all. You got to be proactive.
All right.
And keeping yourself well.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Hubby doesn't want you to come home with a headache, and then you're not going to engage, and might be a little sassy because you're tired, you got a headache, right?
Exactly. So, talk to me about migraines. What's the difference?
So those can be ocular. There's lots of other triggers.
And that's your eyes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Your eyes. So there's lots of triggers that it's like a severe headache, essentially. That people have light sensitivity, sound sensitivity,
like it breaks people all the way down.
Smell sensitivity. And again, those can circle back to the same things the causes that we're talking about with inflammation and loss of function.
Now, is it true that caffeine is on the bad side of things?
In moderation, I'm not going to ruin everybody's world, but in moderation, caffeine's okay. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay, but even in some of the pain relievers, they say that the caffeine is supposed to...
But it's prevent the headache from happening because you're addicted to caffeine, right?
Right? Okay.
Like Excedrin, Excedrin's got caffeine in it. I remember my mom used to do that. She used to have headaches, and so she tried to take an Excedrin to try and eliminate her headaches, but it was really just fulfilling the caffeine.
Oh, is that what? So, good to know. Good to know. All of these are really good to know tips, because headaches are no joke. Nobody wants to suffer.
No, you don't want to engage and have fun and be happy.
Yeah, we want to be happy. Thank you so much.